Hi everyone. Today I am going to tell you a short story, two short stories from Akbar and Birbal. And the name of the first story is Counting the Sparrows. So let me begin. One day, a messenger came from the neighboring kingdom to Akbar's court. He gave so many gifts that had given by his king and said, "Your Majesty, my king had a question to Birbal because he heard so many things about Birbal's suite, so he wanted to ask a question." Then King Akbar said, "Okay, you can go to Birbal, he will never disappoint you." Then the messenger went to Birbal and asked, "Birbal, please tell me how many sparrows are there in Agra?" Akbar was very much puzzled hearing this type of question, but Birbal immediately said, "Oh, sparrows? Okay, in Agra there are nearly 55,670 sparrows." Then the messenger said, "Suppose it would be more than that, then Birbal said, "More than that means some of the sparrows from other cities have come to visit their relatives." Then the messenger thought for a while and said, "If it would be less than the exact number you have said." Then Birbal said, "That is very simple. That means some of the sparrows have gone to their relatives' house. They are not in Agra. Now you can count it. The number I said, exactly that number is in Agra. You can go and count it yourself." And listening his witty answer, all the courtiers started laughing, including King Akbar and the messenger. Now messenger understood how good and how witty Birbal really was. Thank you. Okay, the next story I am going to tell you about this King Akbar and Birbal, and the name of the story is Emperor for a Day. One day King Akbar and his courtiers with Birbal, they went for a boat ride in the evening time. They all went for a boat ride. While crossing the river, Akbar saw a twig on the river floating. So immediately Akbar picked up that twig and said, Akbar always loved to test his courtiers. So immediately he said, "Anybody holding this twig crosses this river, I will make him emperor for a day." Then all the courtiers thought that he said that anybody who crosses the river holding this twig will be a emperor for a day. And all the courtiers looked at each other, thinking that it was impossible. When Akbar looked at Birbal, Birbal said, "Your Majesty, I can do it, but you have to announce that right now. You make me emperor right now so that I can hold this twig and cross the river. And remember, all the courtiers and the soldiers are mine for the day." And then Akbar agreed, said, "Okay, you take the courtiers, take the soldiers also. Now you are the emperor." Then Birbal tried to jump into holding the twig, he tried to jump into the river. Then immediately one of the courtiers said, "Your Majesty, don't jump." Then he stopped. Again he tried to jump into the river. Then a soldier said, "Your Majesty, don't jump." Any time he tried to jump, one of them or some of them said, "Please, Your Majesty, don't jump." Like this, conversation, the boat reached at the other side, and crossed the river. Now, Akbar said, Birbal, this time you lost. You didn't win. Then Birbal said, how come, your majesty? Still now the twig is in my hand, and see, I have crossed the river. You said that holding the twig, if anyone crosses the river, he would be the winner. Now look at me. Now King Akbar once again laughed heartily, and all other courtiers too. These are the two stories from Akbar and Birbal. Once again I will meet you tomorrow with some other stories of Akbar and Birbal. Thank you so much.